Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Piyush Goyal and let's wrap up our last session about REST API implementation using Swagger 2.0. So without further ado, let's get started. Before we jump in, I want to give a shout out to all the amazing viewers. Your comment and supports have been incredible and it keeps me inspired to create the content that's valuable for you. If you are new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out our deep dives into the world of TIBCO and beyond. And hey, if you have got any questions as we go through this, or there is a specific TIBCO topic you want me to cover in future videos, drop a comment below. I love hearing from you, and your feedback shapes the content on this channel. Alright, enough talking. Let's get into the nitty gritty of TIBCO Business Works. Grab your virtual notebook and let's dive right in. So as you can see, I am on editor.swagger.io and I have added few endpoints. So let's now download as a JSON. After that, let's import JSON in our workspace and let's rename this JSON file to match our collection. So as you can see, this JSON has two endpoints. One is bookstore products and another one is bookstore product with product ID. Like this is my first version, so I have given a version as V1. So let's create a process for it. Let's create a bookstore V1 products and let's drag and drop this endpoint on the process. It will ask us to convert this process to stateless. Click on OK. And as you can see, like it has automatically implemented the constructor method for this. So we have two methods in this endpoint, which is get and post. So both were automatically constructed. Now let's add the JDBC process, which we have already done on our previous sessions. So let's select our insert product procedure for this and give all the necessary inputs required for this. So brand and category are different from our input. So brand is actually brand name and category is category name. We have to do a manual mapping for this. So model and price are basically an optional parameter for us. So what we will do, like, we have to put a when otherwise condition over it, and I will set the otherwise one as explicit null. What it will does, like when it is not available, so it will not be passed so that our procedure won't fail. Yeah, so I will add when otherwise and add a if check, like if these two are being supplied as part of our request parameter, only then it should be passed in our JDBC call. Now move on to the next one, which is our get operation. So basically this get operation is nothing but it's a find operation. So what it will does, basically it will fetch the products from our database. So like for its input, we have just page number and page size, and we have a order by. So basically, it will just give the response in terms of paginations, because there is no point of retrieving all the 5,000 or 50,000 records. So let's map the get out output as well. So basically, like model is a required parameter in our response. If a model year is not present for a product, in that case, that product should not be listed. So basically, we have a product in our inventory, but there is no, you know, inventory for that at the moment. So yeah, so it is done. Now let's create one more process which will handle our bookstore V1 products product ID. So basically when we wanted to do some operation over a specific product, there is a typo in the process name. So let's correct it. So as you can see, we have one method on this endpoint, so which is our get by ID one. So for this one, we will write an SQL query which will be executed at runtime. So yeah, let's click on SQL button. So it will pop up a SQL query builder and then add the tables. So I'm doing a right click on it and I have added the products table. Now let's add the brands table as well as categories table. Now let's do the inner join on products and brand table as well as on the products and category table. So let's select the whatever fields we need as part of this output. So let's select it. So let's also add one more table which is our stocks table. So I will also show you how to give an alias to the tables as well. So yeah, we can write directly over here and it will become our table alias. From stocks table, so we will do a join over the product ID and we will do a left outer join because there might be chance the stocks are not available for that product. So now let's give the aliases for the columns which will be present as part of our SQL result set. So as you can also see, like if you compare the above columns and the stocks columns, so above are how they have been created in our database. But if you look for stocks, so stocks is actually the one which we have given alias name for the stocks table. So that's why it is coming in this way. Okay, I think I forgot to delete the a dummy table. Yeah. Now let's put a condition and we will give a product ID and we will select the operator as equal to and we will in the value section we will give a question mark because that value will be passed at runtime. So in the prepared statement section, let's create one variable and give a name as product ID. It will be of type string. So go to the input tab and let's map this. And now let's go to the get out and let's map all the relevant details we need as part of this response. So let's create one HTTP connector for our REST service. And then let's go to the binding, select HTTP connector. While creating HTTP connector, I have, I have kept the details as default, but we can give us our own host and port name. Also, if you can see in the HTTP response, it has automatically fetched from the Swagger documentation, what all REST responses we need. Like for the error response, it has automatically selected this schema, actually making our work more easier. So that's the beauty of, implementing the RESTful APIs via Swagger. It will do a lot of stuff automatically. So now let's test this process. So for that, I will go to the debug configuration and debug this workspace. So I think application is started. To list, all the endpoints in this module, we have to write lrest doc in our OSGI console. So it will give us a discovery URI. So let's copy this discovery URI and paste it on the browser. So as you can see, this is actually the runtime Swagger documentation, and I can copy the curl command directly from it and paste it on my postman, and it will automatically set up a HTTP request for this in our postman. So as you can see, I have created already, so I will just show you. This is how you can test it, and as you can see, I am changing the page number. And so for each page I want the 10 records, and I'm just changing the page number. So that is how it is coming. You can see like it is giving us total item counts and everything. So yeah guys, that is all for REST implementation via Swagger. I hope you enjoyed this video and you have great learning.